Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you on how you can cut a straight skirt. So this is for long straight skirt or short straight skirt. So the first thing I'll be doing is to rule out a straight line which will stand as my starting point. So that is me ruling a straight line, and after then I'm going to set my ruler aside and take my tape rule. I'll measure from my waist to hip. I will measure my waist to hip. Then after that, I'm going to mark out the point and I'll roll it out. I will as well measure my waist to nail length. Then I'm going to mark that point out and I'm going to roll it out. And the remaining part will be the down part of my skirt. So if you are making a straight long skirt or a short skirt, so it's still the same way. Just make sure that you take accurate measurement from waist to hip and the waist to nail length. So after this, I'm going to label each ones I rule so that I'm going to remember what each one stands for. As you can see me, I'm going to rule out the second one. I'll try to measure it now and roll it out. So just do it as seen in the video. So that is it. And if you want a band for your skirt, you just have to subtract 2 inches from the waist. Then the remaining one will be your measurement, but I'm not adding any band to my skirt. So if you're adding band, just move your tape rule 2 inches up and take your measurements. So as you can see me, I'm reading out each point. That's for my nail length, hip point, and the remaining one is going to be down part of my skirt. So the where I rule out is it will stand as my waist. So I'll take my waist measurement divided by 4. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. You can decide not to add sewing allowance to your pattern. You can add it to your fabric. So that is it. I'm going to be adding my sewing allowance as seen in the video. That's the second point, is my sewing allowance. It's not compulsory you add it to your pattern, but I just decided to add it to my pattern. I'll measure my hip divided by 4 and I'll add 1.5 inches for my sewing allowance. You can add 1 inch for your sewing allowance, just as you see me doing in the video. After then, I'm going to remove 1 inch from my upper measurements and I'll take the measurement on the nail length. So remove 1 inch from your hip. You can remove 1.5 inches depending on how pencil you want your skirt to be. So I'm going to remove 1 inch from my measurement. So I'll remove 1 inch from my hip measurement. Then I'll take the remaining measurements on my hip point as you see me in the video, and I'll add my 1.5 inches for my sewing allowance. So if you want to pencil, you can subtract 2. So if you are making a straight skirt, it's still the same thing. It's only the length of your skirt that's going to be different. So I'm drafting out a short skirt pattern. So can you see the way? Pay attention to the way I'm connecting the line. I'm using my cuff roll to connect from waist to hip, just as seen in the video, waist to hip. This curve root made things very easy for me and smoother and give me a professional cutout. So that is it. I'm trying to connect from my hip to my nail length. Then the remaining one will be the length of my skirts. So can you see the way I'm placing it? Don't forget, we're going to be needing that for our skirts. I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be taking my dart measurements for my skirts. So that's it. So I'm taking the same measurement I took on the nail length. I took the same thing on the down part of the skirt. It's the same thing if you are making a long straight skirt. So that's it. I'm going to roll it out as you see me doing in the video. And I've connected the lines together. So, and this is it. So I'm going to cut out my pattern. I'm going to be showing you how you can remove the dart when I'm cutting the back of the skirt. So I'll cut out my pattern and I'll label my front pattern as front. So it will be easy for me to identify. Can you see me cutting it out? And that is all about the front skirt. We're going to be cutting the back of the skirt now. For the back of our skirt, don't forget that it's going to be having a zip at the back. So And if you want your skirt to have zip on the side, you can decide to add zip on the side. All you need is just to close the sewing of the back that we're going to be needing. You are going to need to open the back of the skirt so here I'm trying to show you that you can add sewing allowance to the down part of your skirt. So can add like 1.5 inches for sewing allowance for down part of your skirt. So I'm trying to take out 2 inches for zipper allowance for the back of my skirt. Can you see the way I shifted the front pattern? And so I'm going to reel out the 2 inches. The 2 inches is for the zipper part, zipper allowance. Just do it as you're watching it. Repeat the same thing on your pattern. And that's it, guys. I'm going to connect the lines together. I'm going to use a pin to pin down my front pattern to the back, and I'll just cut it out. So we're using the same measurement. It's very, very easy to cut out, guys. Very, very easy. Can you see? I just place my skirts on the point where I roll out the zipper part, and I'll pin everything down. After pinning it down, so I tried to remove my dart. So I placed my tape rule from the folded part. I'll take 3 inches for my skirt dart, and I will come down by 3 inches as well. So you see the way. So I'll take 1/2 inches inward and 1/2 inches outward. So, and I'll take 3 inches downward for the sewing of the dart. So I'm going to shave it out with a ruler now. And I will do the same thing for the back as well. And that is it about our pencil skirts. So you can do the same thing if you are cutting like a long straight pencil skirt. It's the same method. You just have to increase the length of your skirt if you are making a long one. Can you see it? So, and don't forget to add your sewing allowance. If you're adding your sewing allowance as well, don't forget to replace your dart. The 1 inches that we are taking in, add it back to your skirt so that you have enough sewing allowance, because I already have 1.5 inches sewing allowance to this skirt. So it means I'm taking like 1/2 inches for the sewing. 1/2 inches, you can make your own 1 inches, because the dart is 1 inches in total after sewing. And I added 1.5 inches. So you can decide to make your sewing allowance 2 inches. Then you have 1 inches for sewing and all. So I was trying to pin it down just as I explained earlier that I pin it down. So I was trying to pin it down because I'm using the same measurements. The only difference between the front and back is the zipper part. Can you see? Just zipper allowance. Every other thing is the same. I hope you understand at this point. And at this point, if you are here to give me a thumbs up, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Drop comments. What do you think about the skirts? Let me know if you have any question in the comment section. Please kindly share, likes, comments, and subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when I have, if I posted other videos on my page. So I'm trying to cut it out now, as you can see. And that's it. That's it about the straight skirt. I try to make sure I trim it equally. So yeah, that's it. So that's all about cutting a simple straight skirt. It's very easy. Please let me know if you have a question. If you've watched to this point, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching. And this is the outcome. I'll just separate the bar because the zipper part is for there. I'll just cut it out so that it will be 2 separate one. You can decide to have zip to the side of your skirt, but I prefer to have zip at the back of my skirt. So even if you have zip at the side of your skirt, you still need this zipper allowance because you are going to be slitting your skirt at the down part for easy walking. Yeah, so the allowance is very important. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comments, share, and likes, and I'll label the back, so it will be easy for me to recognize, and I'll trace it out with my fabrics. And that is it. Can you see, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you. Alright, see you in my next video. I'll be dropping more tutorials. Please don't forget to on your notification bell. Thank you and bye.